Hello, I'm Mike. I'd like to show you Truval, my new product. So Truval is for agents that have never implemented a valuation tool and probably never thought they would. It's also for those agents that have implemented one, enjoy the leads they get from it, but can see limitations and pitfalls with what they have. So it's a 3-in-1 valuation tool, and its main purpose is to book old-fashioned face-to-face valuation appointments. It's 2020, so it also allows for a remote, no visit, but still human valuation. And finally, it's got a new take on instant computer estimates that doesn't give potential vendors unrealistic price expectations or give your purchasers a stick to beat you with. So you just need to put a banner on your website, a banner in your email footers, and another banner in your social media posts. I'll help you with these. Many agents also want to set up an advertising campaign in Facebook or Instagram or both, targeting local homeowners. And again, I'll help with that too. So your banner links to this. This is your Truval landing page, and you customize the colors, the graphics, the logos, and the text to suit your own needs and requirements. Straight away, you can see it getting to work, discrediting the instant option. So that's just got a 3-star rating for accuracy. The valuation appointment on the left is 5 stars. Also note the name. It's a computer generated estimate, not a valuation. It uses an algorithm, and people remember that those are the things that messed up the GCSEs and the A-level results this year. So we're a potential vendor and we've come to your valuation tool for an instant valuation. That's been the draw. But we've been convinced already of the merits of the full fat 5-star face-to-face valuation. So we'll get on and we'll book a proper face-to-face valuation. The first page asks for our personal details, and the second page asks for property details. The third page pins us down to a specific date and time, and it offers typical agent working hours. So my agent friend said, don't put in any nonsense like, please choose 3 times and we'll come back to you. Potential vendors are likely to cool off and drift off without committing. So pin them down. So we try to do that. So your office gets told about the appointment straight away by email, and you move whatever you have to in order to do that important valuation. Or of course you call the potential vendor and change the appointment, and you can blame silly software. So a good result, you've got a good valuation out of that. But maybe we're not convinced enough. Maybe we'll go for that 4-star remote valuation to start with. So we'll do one of those. Here goes. The first page, name and address stuff again. The second page is property details. And the third page, we're asked to upload photos and videos. It helps by explaining which ones we should submit. So you get an email and you call the potential vendor, and you probably push for that face-to-face valuation, or you give advice. But either way, again, another good result. Now, of course, if we go back to lockdown, this could be really useful. Finally, let's assume that we've resisted all the attempts to get us to book a 5-star or a 4-star valuation. Let's have a look at that discredited 3-star algorithm-based computer-generated estimate, not a valuation. The first page, personal details, I'll fill in. The second page, though, needs a more detailed look. So we'll start by entering a postcode. Now you can configure Truval to reject instant estimate requests that are out of your area, because why would you want to waste your time on them, and why water down your perceived professionalism? You're an expert in your own area and you need the public to know that, and you know little about areas hundreds of miles away. Potential vendors, in my view, need to understand all of this in case they're tempted to use one of those national outfits. So now we'll choose the full address and we'll specify bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. We'll skip to confirm why we want the valuation. You can see how helpful that is. We're ready to move now. This saves you wasting your time. Now we're being required to declare our interest, and we'll choose tenant. So your text warns us that we have to be the owner. Okay, well, we understand that. How professional. You won't let your system be used to give away what should be private to the owner. And you've gone up in our estimation as a result. But of course we're sneaky, so we'll just change back to owner. But now we need to confirm the purchase date. Well, of course an owner will know this, others won't. If we get it wrong, we get another message. So agents I've shown this to love this. It bigs up client-agent relationships and privacy protection, and it stops time wasters. You can switch it off if you want to, if you don't like it though. So we accept the terms and the conditions and we'll move on. And we now see 3 separate slides that discredit the estimate by explaining the estimation process and its various constraints. Again, you can change these so the computer estimate appears. Note that wording again, and we can click to see how the estimate has developed during the period of ownership. Now, Truval wants us to engage still further with you. It asks about our improvements and the most important question, what we think it's worth. And if they answer that, well, fantastic, that's dynamite, isn't it? Incredibly valuable to you. So we then proceed, assuming that we're going to get a better estimate. But actually, instead, we just get one final message that further discredits the estimate we've just received, and we go back to the home page. So we're prompted with the 4- and 5-star options again, and hopefully we've now been so thoroughly indoctrinated that computer estimates are not worth much that we decide to book a 5-star proper face-to-face valuation, which again would be a great result. So that's what the public sees of Truval. There's no training needed whatsoever for your team. The nominated person or branch for each area gets emailed inquiries and they respond accordingly. Here's the email that you get after a 3-star computer estimate. I want to stress that nothing gets sent automatically to potential vendors. That's deliberately left down to you. So I've seen examples of automated emails, and some of them send a generic email recommending an asking price and a price range, etc. I don't see why you'd want to reinforce a potentially poor estimate by sending a poor email with your brand at the top. I think you should do a bit of research and pick up the phone to the potential vendor, or send a beautifully structured email with hand-picked comparables, etc. Proper advice, proper recommendations. I mean, this is a potential instruction after all, so it's worth putting a bit of effort into it. So here's your admin panel. In this you can set the areas and then who gets the lead emails from which area, and whether you want the vendor only locks, and whether you want to change colours, logos, background, text, etc. You get a dashboard to review your leads, and you can download them if you require. So that's it. That's all there is to Truval. I hope you like it. Please message me and tell me, particularly if there's something that you've seen that you think would benefit from changing. Many thanks for watching the video.